Okay, this is really going to be episode 234. I spent 20 minutes talking about this penny, which was the first penny of the roll, and it's possibly an error, but I can't research every penny or I'll be here all day long, and really that's not the nature of this channel. So what I'll have to do is put things to the side for research at a later point, unless there's something of very, very significance. I'm not gonna heavy duty research. Otherwise, oh, by the way, this is gonna be the look at that, 2 dimes in a row. Can you believe it? Yeah, not that hard to believe, but I've never found one. I've never found that before. And we got our first copper. So I will continue the thought process behind the previous video. I don't know. Maybe I'll call that part 1, and I'll call this part 2. But I'll put them in the same day because it's really not fair. Because it really wasn't a penny roll hunt. The first video. So I think I'll put them both up for the schedule, and both for the same day. Obviously, if you're a member, none of that stuff matters because you see all the uploaded videos. But one of the things I started talking about in the previous video was, and it's how the video started, was how great, looking for the white AM, no white AM, how great of a hobby penny roll hunting is. Obviously, it's cheap as, it's the cheapest of anything. Oh, that's nice. Nice 98. No white AM. Huh. What's that on the bottom of the C? That's got to be gook, right? I'm thinking. Figuring. Yeah, it's gook. And I like to think that my channel is a part of that, right? A part of the hobby. And with that said, I really like these other channels where, like Copper Coins, which I watched one of his videos this morning. $82. Look at the U up there. I want to check that out. Oh, wow. I knew it. Hold on. Let me use the, wow, what a strong die clash. What a strong die clash. I mean, I might have to, I don't know if it's going to come out with this little bit of alcohol pad here. I hope it does. Will it? Wow. I noticed something on the front, and I wasn't sure about it, but then I looked on the back. All right, so I don't want to get too crazy with it. Oh, it's still there? Jeez. Let me look at it under the loop. No, post-mint damage. It could probably come off. It could be paint or something. That's PMD. But in the reverse, oh, well, I thought it was a die clash. Look at that. I was getting happy about nothing. Well, anyway, we figured it out. I really thought it was a die clash. It's not. Just an ugly penny. 82 though. So, I like to think that my channel appeals to the hobbyist, you know, especially the novice, the person using their phone, or just a loop. Now, you know what? I'm telling you, I have not found a mint mark penny. I feel like in such a long time. Someone actually left a message, a comment saying, "Not one, not one mint mark in your whole roll." I'm looking at it under the loop. Oh wow! I wish it was in better condition. There's a nice mark on the S and the U. I don't know if you can see it or not. Too close, maybe. Like a bump. There's like a bump on the S. So the only thing I'm gonna look at, because I can't get all crazy into the copper coins, um, but I will just see if they show something with the S very quickly, and if they do, almost at 85, right? 85D, and I think that's how I'm gonna go forward with this 85D 1DO. I do see that I saw that on the 8, the extra thickness on the 8. It's crazy. But I want to see if they showed anything on the S. They do show. I saw that on the 8, and I was like, yeah, it's probably nothing. But I saw it. So it's funny. I found the 85 before with extra thickness on the 8. Let me look at it again just to make sure I know what I'm talking about. Yeah. Yep. On the bottom right circle of the 8. I'm gonna see if I can get it. Where you? Okay, I think you can see it from this angle. Yeah. So you can see the extra thickness right there. That's the exact spot that they show on the right there. So this would be it's a $2. That's what I'm saying, man. It's just it takes so much. I'm not gonna go nuts with this. So we found two DDOs. Hmm. Look at this. Tell me that doesn't look like a proof. I mean, it's probably not. Maybe it's unbelievably brilliant. Maybe I'll put it to the side too. So, 89. So you have, oh wow, what a beauty. What a beauty. Oh wow, I like the tone on it too. So it's a nice misaligned die. Look how fat the rim is. All right, I'll put that down there too. And here go. I might as well just take out both dimes so we can look at them together. See, I mean, they're not. Oh, look at that. Oh, there's a name for that, man. Ah, look at that. We found an error on the dime. Um, I'm gonna look it up real quick. It's on. I think I saw the error on errorreference.com, and I'm gonna go to Man, I don't know why I thought it was on a. I don't know why I thought it was on the Planchet error for. Just gonna look real quick, see if I see it. Cracked Planchet, broken plant. Oh, here it goes. No, it's not. No, not. Blowholes. Planchet corrosion. No. Ragged. So I was thinking about ragged clips. I don't think that's it. Ragged, smooth, serviceable, irregularities. Oh my goodness. Blank and cutting errors, smooth, straight clips. It'll take me too long to find it. But anyway, if you know what it is, let me know. That's a pretty cool error. I don't think I've ever seen this one before. But look how the inside of the all right, so it's it's probably a collar error because that is the reading. That's the reading, and then it has the collar lip coming over it. Does it change? No. Wow, so that's super cool dime. And let's look at the other one. And this dime is misaligned. 2000. And look at the color. What a faded color, huh? All right. Well, I'll put that one away. Well, I'm not gonna hold on. The other one though, that one has value. More than a dime, more than face value, I'm saying. Huh. I'm gonna weigh this one. To keep that's one of my other tools, of course. The tool is one of the other tools is a scale. 255. All right. Just wanted to make sure it wasn't too heavy. So 94. Looking for doubling on the reverse for the key variety, but let me look at that 4. That's a very interesting 4. You can see the extra line on the inside of the 4. And I don't think it's a split planchet. Could be, but I don't think it is. Let's look at the reverse. Let's see if that's a split planchet on that side. I was talking about the inside, but still, let me just. It's interesting 4. Could be dirt on the outside. Oh yeah. So I'm sorry I don't have the inside of the 4 has the doubling. And okay, let me point to it. There's my pointer. That's another tool, right? The pointer is another tool. See how close I can get before getting blurry. Yeah, that's about it. On the inside, the top of the inside of the 4 is an extra line, and it's not a split planchet. It's extra metal. So I would call this probably a doubling. Let me see if Copper Coins has it as one of their errors. If they do, I'll show you. If not, what's it, 94? If not, then whatever. Then it's not identified. So we're going to go to 94. It's not a. It's a P1DO. Nothing. Okay. So he doesn't have anything on the 1DO. No, okay. He doesn't have anything for the 94s. No pictures. Oh, he has for the P, for the reverse. He has a picture. What is it? A peculiar double line shown at the west spread inside the last two bays of the extra columns. Oh, okay. We could look at that. I didn't look at that. I'm gonna look at it under the loop first. Nah, I'm gonna say not as. Shoot, man, it's so hard to tell. I'm gonna have to hit the die marker. Oh, let me look at the MDS. Okay, so it's a little line. Okay, let me look at these. Right where the marker is, it has to be a piece of dirt. You know what I mean? See, and this is the problem with starting to look this stuff up. But let me just show you the reverse. There's all kinds of stuff going on inside the bays, as far as little lines and stuff like that. So it's possible, but really what I was interested in is the 4. Okay, so I'm going to put that there. Yes, it could have, it could be an identified error according to Copper Coins, but as of right now, 75. Nice. So for those of, wow, I'm going to weigh this one too. I didn't realize how dark it is. I mean, that's almost like fire damage or something. 3.1 on the nose. No big deal. All right. I just can't stop. Oh, the 88. Looking for the flared G. Right? It's a little dirty, but I'm going to say no flared G on there. I think the flared G would mean it's, I don't know, extra metal or. Yeah, I don't think it's flared though. All right, so put that to the side. So the thought that I really haven't been able to finish since I started this video was on, I guess not really the meaning of life, but the direction of the channel, which, I guess has some. I mean, I'm alive during the. Oh, look at that! You can tell that's off. Look how misaligned that is. Look all the space on the bottom. See my fingers touching on the bottom. Look how I saw the space there. I instantly knew that was something was wrong with it. It's a 96. Yeah, it's a little bit more. It's funny. The next penny also looks a little bit off, misaligned. But this one, you can see the big fat rim on the bottom and the little rim on the top. So that's pretty cool. So you could tell it's shifted north. All right. And 70D with another misaligned die. Misaligned die. Look at that. Wonder what that is. 1970D. Look at these little marks. Let me see that, because that looks like part of another letter. Huh. Very interesting. So it's misaligned. It has the wire rim on the right. I don't see any doubling to any of the elements, but that one piece on the top there, look how it comes, I mean, how it comes out. Let me look at that. And there's another hit. So that the question, you know, I mean, does it have value? I mean, it looks pretty cool. You can see another one's over there. I don't know what this is. I mean, like I said, it's misaligned and it has a wire rim, which I think this is a collar error. And those two hits maybe made it misaligned. Interesting. I don't know if that's worth anything or not. 2015. Looking for doubling on the reverse, I believe. I don't have up the mat right now. 2000. We're looking for the wide AM. No wide AM. And oh wow. Talking about corrosion, huh? So I really like, oh wow, 84D. I really like what these other channels do, right? Oh, that's a big blister opening. Now, the big blister openings like that are worth a few dollars. Now, somebody might say it's only worth face value, but what people, there's collectability to these weird looking blister holes. And I'm going to check out that date and mint mark under the loop. It's very flat. All the letters are very flat, including the rim. What a big blister hole. I wonder if that means anything. It's hard to say. That's pretty cool though. I'll make a video on it. There we go. I see this every once in a while too. I never got a good answer as to what might make those marks that I find every once in a while. It's funny because the other penny, oh, you know, you want to hear something wild? Oh, wow, man. This made me think of this dude who left a comment yesterday. I'm going to put that to the side too. This guy left a comment, an older gentleman who was talking about, you know, years ago when he worked at this. Maybe he's even going to watch this video. That he worked at a recycling plant, and or a oh my god, what did he? You know what? Let me find his exact comment. See if I can find it. Oh, here it goes. Newton current 7012. I'm not sure if they're still doing it, but back in the day at the recycling centers, when I ran old furniture through a chopper, a lot of change was in the couches and mattresses and stuff like that. And I have a whole jar of dented coins that the blades bent up but did not split them. And he asked me if they were worth anything, and my people are into weird stuff. So while the numismatist, and this is what I'm saying, you have to be careful. You have people who tell you what the value is based on the error, right? And that's true. But there's another truth, that there are people who collect odd things that somebody might be willing to put a value on. Now, that's very different than coming up with a phony error, which is what Copper Coins was talking about in his video. If someone tells you that a split planchet is a double die, that's different. That's lying, or that's being, unknowledgeable and saying things. But interesting things, something even, I don't know about this one. Someone might put a value on it because it has collectability. May not have a numismatist value, but it might have a collectability value. Someone who collects odd things. So it's just something to keep in mind. Maybe that came out of the the chopper. And I saw it and I was like, that really looks like, it really does look like if something cut into it, So of course it's probably post mint damage. That one there, see, this one isn't that cool to look at. But imagine if the lines went in further. Like I have one that's on a quarter, that I think is super duper cool, and I'm not sure where it's from. I never saw another one. It's like a cross, and I always thought that it got stuck in something. 2004. So obviously, we're gonna miss errors that are only identifiable through a microscope, right? Especially when you talk about markers and things like that, which I'm just learning about. Again, big thanks to my members talking about the specifics of that. That's a wild one, huh? Oh, wow. All right, so on this one, I will come up with I might leave this to the end. Let me just see how many, how much stuff there is to find on the 72S. Not a proof, obviously. No, he has nothing for the 70. Oh, that's the high grade photos. I'm sorry. 1972 S. Let's click 1DL. Okay, so he does have a bunch of stuff, some pictures for the 72. So we'll check that out. I'm gonna leave this to the end. I want to see how many are minted of it also. So let me go to US mintage. If you put in US mintage pennies or cent, it comes right up. And we're looking for the 1972 S. 376 and 77 million. I mean, it's pretty low compared to the P is 3 billion and the D is 2.7 million. I'll show you. 1972S, only 376 million. The other ones are in the billions. So it's pretty low. I don't know what the value is. So we'll look at that at the end. That way, either you'll stay to the end of the video, or this is what we got left. Or, you know, if you want to just see the penny roll hunting, you don't have to watch me go through a deep dive on that penny. Maybe that's what I'll do from now on. If I see something interesting, I'll put it for the end of the video or a separate video or something. That way people who just want to see the hunt, oh, look at this. That's the flat. There's a name for that era. I think it's a collar era. When the rim is flat like that. Oh, look at that weak strike on the one. Oh, interesting. Oh, look at that. Interesting. All right, we'll put that one to the side too. Super flat on the rim. So I'm assuming there's at least a collar error there. So many misaligned dies in this roll. Weird, right? I saw that miscoloration there. Look at this. So it's misaligned on the reverse. That's number one, right? Now you can see how on the left of the penny, how much thicker it is than the right. And so it's misaligned on the reverse. And slightly misaligned. Yeah, so it's kind of off-centered by a bit. 86D. You want to see if that off-centeredness created any doubling. Nah. It is pretty cool, but we have a bunch of so many I'm going to put it with the 96. We found so many misaligned. This one's also misaligned. Wow. I mean, I know it's pretty common, but we just found a lot of them. That's all I'm saying. So funny. 91. Yeah, too much damage. Not much copper. Maybe 6 or 7 or 8. 73D. And we got a lot of weird mid marks today, too. I'm going to check out that Liberty. Liberty, 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 Liberty. It has some weird stuff going on in the Liberty and in the I'm going to pass on this one, though. You know what? Before I do that, let me just show you the Liberty. I find that to be the most interesting part of the penny. It's a D too, right? Let me see if copper coins. So we have 3 pennies that we're going to go over now at the end. I should probably just make a separate video on this. I think that's what I'm going to do, because I have 3 pennies to review on copper coins, and it could take quite a bit. So this is going to be the main episode for today, right? Which is episode 234. I did another video which was just man, it was just talking about one single penny, and now I'll do another one and I'll talk about these 3 in a separate video, because it could take me 5 or 10 or 15 minutes each penny. So I don't want to do that during this. I'm going to try to keep that stuff separate, and then I'll do all my shorts. Okay, so thank you. God bless. Thank you for coming, clicking like and subscribing, and I'll see you in episode. Well, I'll see you in this episode. This is part of this episode. I'm not going to put this for another day or anything. I'll put it for today. I'll see you in episode 235.